Good morning, students. Today I am going to explain you some other properties of definite integration. Five properties already I have explained. So property 6, 0 to 2a fx dx is equal to 0 to a fx dx plus 0 to a f 2a minus x dx. Just see, here this limit is 2. So if here condition is that case 1, if f2a minus x dx is equal to, f2a minus x only is equal to fx. If f2a minus x, this function is equal to this one, means fx. If f2a minus x means if this one is equal to this one, so what will happen? Just see from here. If f2a minus x is equal to fx, so if this whole will become fx, then can you not put at the place of f2a minus x as fx? So it implies that 0 to 2a fx dx can be written as, here 0 to a fx and 0 to a fx again. So you can write 2 0 to a fx dx. Okay, so this is also a very most important property. Okay, this one you can understand, or this one you can understand just like 0 to a fx dx is equal to 2 into 0 to a by 2 fx dx, with which condition? Condition should be here, if f a minus x is equal to fx. With this condition, okay, here 0 to a fx dx, so you can write this whole function as 2 outside and here limit half. Just see, here it was 2a, so limit became 2a by 2 means a, and 2 came out. So here condition is that, can you this coefficient means whatever the coefficient is here in upper limit, can you take it out? So condition is that if at the place of x this whole minus x becomes same or equal to same function as fx, then you can take it out. Okay, so see here 2 0 to a fx dx, and this is with this condition. So we can learn this one as 0 to a fx dx is equal to 2 0 to a by 2, whatever is in upper limit, 0 to a by 2 fx dx. Let me explain by taking some example. Is it visible? Okay, it is visible now. So by taking some example, for example 0 to pi sin x dx. Now think, can you write this as 2 into 0 to pi by 2 sin x dx? Can you write? Question is that, check. Here fx is sin x. So put sin, at the place of x put pi minus x. So here sin pi minus x is what? Sin x. Of course, since sin pi minus x means f a minus x is fx, so you can write it. Yes, it is correct. Now you can write it. Okay, so no problem here. All right, so you can apply this property here. Now in the same property, means 0 to 2a fx dx is equal to 0 to a fx dx plus 0 to a f 2a minus x dx. In the same property, if now case 2 is that if f2a minus x is equal to minus fx, okay, then what will happen? Then just see, at the place of this you will put minus fx. So this function and another function, means second function, both will be equal and opposite, which will cancel out to each other. That's why 0 to 2a fx dx now will be equal to 0. Okay, with this condition. Is it clear? Okay. Now another property. Another property is that minus a2 plus a fx dx is what? There is also a very most important property. Minus a2 plus a fx dx is equal to what? Just see. So if minus a2 plus a fx dx you are given, so in this situation you have to think whether this function is even or odd. You have to check whether the given function is even function or odd function if you are given the limits equal, opposite in nature. Both of the limits are equal in magnitude but opposite in nature, means one is plus, another one is minus, whether it is in lower limit or upper limit. Means just see here, lower limit is minus a, upper limit is a. Magnitude is a, but here it is minus, it is plus. So if just like if you are given minus 1 to plus 1 or minus pi to plus pi, in all these situations you have to check whether your given function is even or odd. By taking example I will explain you. So here condition is that, your property is that, since you know if fx is an odd function, its integration will be even. Integration of odd function is an even function. So if you will get here suppose phi x and it is even, so here minus a to plus a. Okay, so you will get f minus f a minus this function minus a. Now see, when the function is said to be even or odd, when the function is said to be even or odd, so answer is that a function fx is said to be even if you are putting at the place of x as minus x, still you are getting the same result. If it is so, then even function. Means if at the place of x you are putting minus x and there is no effect on the given function, just like cos x. Check cos x is an even or odd. So put at the place of x minus x. So let fx is cos x. So f minus x is what? Cos minus x. Cos minus theta is cos theta. So cos x. Just see, f minus x is cos x and fx is cos x. So here f minus x is fx. Okay, f minus x is cos x and this is also cos x. Since both of them are same, that's why the given function is an even function. Means cos x is an even function. While in the case of sin x, if fx is sin x, so what will be value of f minus x? Sin minus x minus sin x. and see minus this sin x is what? Fx. So if minus x is minus fx, then it is not an even. Then it will be an odd function. So another condition is that if f minus x is equal to minus fx, it implies that odd function. Odd functions. Okay. So if a function f(x) is given and its limit is from minus something to plus same limit whatever in lower given, you have to check whether the given function is an even function or odd function. And how will you check whether it is even or odd? By using these conditions. So what will happen? Just see. If the function, suppose phi x is a function. So if phi minus a will be phi a, then both will cancel out to each other. Means you will get what? 0. If this one will be equal to phi a, and when the phi minus a will give you phi a, when this function is what? Even. Just see. F minus x is fx, even. So if phi minus a is phi a, that is even function. Okay. Means whatever the value of phi a, here the same value, 1 plus 1 another minus, cancel out, so 0. So this 0 is coming for what? When this result is an even, means your question is an odd. So if your given function is an odd function, then integration from minus a to plus a, that function will give you 0. Okay. So this will be 0, right? If fx is an odd function, right? And the same, this will be equal to 0 to a fx dx if fx is an even function. So conclusion is that minus a to plus a fx dx is equal to 0 if this fx is an odd function, and the same will equal to be 0 to a, sorry, 2 into 0 to a, 2 into 0 to a fx dx if fx is an even function. Okay. Got it? Right. Now another property. Now the properties of periodic function. Periodic function. A function is said to be periodic if it repeated its value after some interval. Okay, means if f a plus x is equal to fx, just see, if f a not a minus, if f a plus x is equal to fx, means this function is repeating its value, whatever the value of this function was at x, when you have added a, then still it is giving you the same result. Means this a, after addition of a, you are getting the same result. Then a is said to be period of this given function and the function is said to be periodic function. Okay. So if fa plus x is fx, then 0 to n into a fx dx is equal to, where a is the period, then this n can be taken out, n into 0 to a fx dx. Okay. For example, if sin x is a function and 0 to 6 pi you are given, 0 to 6 pi you are given. So see, sin and cos both are the periodic function of, what is the period of sin x? The period of sin x and cos x both, what? Tell me. You can draw a graph. This is sine graph. So the value of sine is repeating after 0 to 2 pi. So 2 pi is the period of sin x and cos x. Therefore, you can write this 6 pi as 3 into 2 pi. So 2 pi is the period. Just see, just like n into a. A is the period. So 2 pi is the period. At the place of n it is 3. So you can write this as 3, 0 to 2 pi sin x dx. Okay? In this way, you can apply these properties. In next lecture, I will explain you some numericals from exercise. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.